Money is like water. It prefers movement. It looks for an open path, passes around what is blocked, and gathers where it can keep moving, growing, and serving life. Many people want wealth, but they treat it as something to chase, capture, and hold down. They push harder, plan harder, and try to force money to come closer. Yet money rarely returns to a life through strain alone. It begins to flow back when something inside us becomes clear enough to receive it. This is the first turn in understanding abundance. Money is not only an outside object, it also reflects the inner state from which we live. If the inner world is filled with fear, pressure, shame, or scarcity, effort can feel like pushing water through a blocked channel. The harder we push, the more resistance we feel. So the question is not only how to earn more, save more, or make a better plan. Those things matter. But before money can move freely through your life, a quieter question may need to be asked. What inside me is still holding the door closed? The idea is simple. Abundance does not begin by chasing money. It begins by cleaning the inner place where money is received. When that place becomes still, honest, and open, the flow can return in ways the mind could not force. Welcome back to Momentum Arc. Your likes, comments, subscriptions, and super thanks help this message reach more people who are ready to let money flow again. Each of us carries the ability to receive abundance. Deep inside, there is a part of us that can guide money, opportunity, and success back into movement. Dr. Hew Len became known for teaching a practice of inner cleaning. Its central idea is that outer problems are often tied to memories still replaying within us. In this teaching, the place before those memories take over is often called zero. It is a clean point, an empty beginning, a state before the past begins speaking over life. Zero does not mean nothingness in the ordinary sense. It means a return to the original place inside you. It is the place before fear tells you what is possible. It comes before shame decides what you deserve, and before old disappointment shapes every new choice. It is where life can begin again, without the past sitting on top of it. Imagine sitting quietly on an evening when nothing needs to be solved for a moment. The wind passes softly outside. The body is still. The mind no longer rushes toward the next problem. In that quiet, you may feel something simple but powerful. There is space. There is breath. There is a sense that life has not abandoned you. That is close to the state of zero. It is not a special achievement. It is a return. It is the inner lake before old fear breaks the surface. From this state, action becomes cleaner. Desire becomes less desperate. Money is no longer treated as proof that you are safe or worthy. It becomes part of the larger movement of life. Money, abundance, and success are not only material things. They also reflect the way you meet yourself. Think back to the first time you earned money that truly felt like yours. The meaning was not only the number, it was the feeling of value, the feeling that something in you had been recognized by the world. The more your inner life can hold that feeling without fear, the more naturally abundance can gather around it. Dr. Hew Len's teaching points to a difficult idea. Much of what we experience is shaped by memories replaying inside us. These memories are not always stories we consciously choose. They may be old beliefs, family patterns, emotional impressions, or silent decisions we made long ago without knowing their cost. A child may hear adults argue about bills and quietly decide that money brings fear. Someone may grow up hearing that good people should not want too much, and later feel guilt when life begins to open. If you were taught that money is hard to earn, those ideas do not simply disappear. The same is true if you learned that wealthy people cannot be trusted, or that you must suffer before you are allowed to receive. Later in life, you may want abundance with your conscious mind, while another part of you still expects struggle. That is why some people work hard and still feel blocked. They may be disciplined, they may be intelligent, they may be doing many things correctly on the outside, yet inside, old memories keep saying, "Money leaves, success is unsafe, I am not enough. I must prove my value through exhaustion." Scarcity can look like a lack of money, but very often it begins as a lack of inner permission. You may receive an opportunity and immediately feel anxious. You may earn more and still feel that it will disappear. You may want success and still carry guilt around becoming visible, wealthy, or free. These memories are like stones in a river. The water is still there, but the flow becomes rough and narrow. Cleaning those memories does not mean pretending the past never happened. It means meeting the old imprint with enough honesty and love that it no longer has to control the present. Before abundance can move freely, the memories around receiving have to be cleaned. Before money can feel natural, the old relationship with lack has to be met. The method Dr. Hew Len made widely known is simple, but it asks for sincerity. You repeat 4 sentences. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. At first, these words may sound too simple to matter. The mind may resist them. It may say that money problems need strategy, not prayer. It may say that financial pressure cannot be touched by 4 quiet sentences. But the words are not meant to replace action. They are meant to clean the inner relationship that action comes from. I am sorry means I am willing to take responsibility for the memories moving through me. It does not mean blaming yourself for everything that happened. It means you stop arguing with the fact that something inside you is asking to be healed. Please forgive me means I am ready to release the weight I have carried. You may be asking forgiveness from life, from the money you feared, or from the parts of yourself you rejected. You may also be speaking to the old memories that kept repeating pain because they did not know another way. Thank you means I recognize that even this difficulty has shown me something. Every challenge, every pressure, and every financial fear can become a place where you see yourself more clearly. Gratitude changes the tone inside you. It helps the old resistance soften. I love you means I return to connection. I choose not to abandon myself inside fear. I speak love to the part of me that felt unworthy. I speak to the part that believed abundance was far away, and to the part that thought it had to survive alone. When you say these words to yourself, you are not trying to hypnotize the universe. You are saying goodbye to old memories. You are clearing space inside yourself. You can say them to your money situation, to your work pressure, or to a family conflict. You can say them to a fear of failure, or to the part of you that still believes nothing can change. Many people treat wealth as something outside themselves. They believe that if they struggle hard enough, compete fiercely enough, and push long enough, money will finally arrive. But if the inner state remains full of fear, doubt, and lack, the struggle changes shape. It often builds a wall between them and the very thing they want. This is why the state of zero matters. It brings you back to the original place before panic takes over. It is the place where you can meet money without worshiping it, fearing it, or using it as proof of your worth. From there, you can still work, plan, build, and choose. But the action is no longer driven by the terror of not being enough. At zero, money can become simple again. It is no longer a verdict on your value. It is no longer a weapon against yourself. It becomes part of life's movement, something to receive, use, circulate, and bless without turning it into an idol. The more desperately you chase something, the farther away it can seem. Wealth can behave like a butterfly. If you run after it with both hands reaching, it keeps moving away. But when you become still, when desperation no longer drives you, it may come close in a way force could not create. This does not mean giving up desire. Zero is not the end of wanting. It is the end of being ruled by wanting. You can still have goals. You can still want money, success, comfort, and a better life. The difference is that the desire no longer rises from inner emptiness. It rises from creativity, joy, and the natural wish to let life expand. When action comes from lack, every step feels like a battle. When action comes from inner fullness, effort becomes cleaner. You make decisions from clarity instead of panic. You notice openings you could not see while you were fighting. You can say yes without grabbing and no without fear. Then, money is no longer asked to heal the wound by itself. It is allowed to participate in a life that is already being restored. The nature of wealth is movement. Money held only from fear can become heavy. Money allowed to circulate with wisdom can keep growing in meaning. Abundance is not only what you keep, it is also what you allow to move through you in ways that create value. This does not mean careless spending or giving beyond your capacity. True circulation has awareness inside it. You know what should be saved, what should be invested, what should be shared, and what should be released. Money begins to feel less like something you must defend and more like something you can steward. This is why generosity matters. People who give freely often find it easier to receive help in return. Giving is not a performance, and it should not be used as a trick to get more back. But when you give from a clear heart, you remind yourself that life still has movement. You open the channel of receiving by no longer clenching around what you have. The same principle applies to work. Work is one of the places where value begins to move before money appears. When pressure rises, you may begin to doubt your ability. You may feel that one mistake will prove you are not good enough. Often this fear is not born in the present moment. It may come from past criticism, old failure, or the early belief that your value has to be earned again and again. In that moment, you can clean. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You are not asking the words to solve the task for you. You are using them to return to yourself. You are telling the frightened part of you that your worth does not depend on perfect performance. When the inner pressure softens, your ability often returns. You can respond more clearly. You can create more freely. You can let money and opportunity move through your life without turning every moment into a test of your value. This is how wealth begins to feel less like something you must drag toward yourself and more like part of a living exchange. The power of zero is the power of a new beginning. No matter where you are now, there is a place inside you that has not been ruined by the past. Even if your situation feels heavy, you can return there. You can begin cleaning from there. This does not require a perfect ritual. Give yourself a few quiet minutes. Bring to mind your money, your work, your fear, or the problem that feels impossible. Do not attack it. Do not force yourself to think positively. Simply meet it with the 4 sentences. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. If resistance appears, include the resistance. If a voice says, "This cannot work," clean with that voice too. If shame, anger, or hopelessness rises, do not treat it as proof of failure. These are memories coming to the surface. The cleaning has already begun because you are finally seeing what was hidden. Abundance is not handed to you by the outside world as a reward for becoming someone else. It begins as a state that grows from within, a sense of enoughness, a quiet trust, a willingness to receive, a readiness to let life move through you again. From that state, money is no longer the final answer. It becomes one expression of a deeper harmony. Success is no longer only a number in an account. It becomes the feeling that your inner and outer life are beginning to move in the same direction. So begin with zero. Clean what you can. Return to love where you can. Let old memories loosen their grip one sentence at a time. As the inner channel clears, money, opportunity, support, and success may no longer feel so far away. They begin to flow back, not because you forced them to obey you, but because you have become a clearer place for abundance to move. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.